Now on Good Morning Northwest, our Spokane streets getting safer. New crime data shows dramatic improvements, but the community tells a different story.
And another double whammy with the forecast today: scorching heat and more thunderstorms. I'll show you when to be looking out for lightning today.
And new requirements for private events on Spokane City property sparked debate over immigrant safety and law enforcement access. Hear from one council member about why the ordinance matters. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. So glad you're with us. I'm Robin Nail.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Thursday, July 31st. Happy last day of the month here. Let's start things off with meteorologist Matt Gray to look at that first alert forecast after a busy night, heading into a busy day here, Matt.
Yeah, heading into a busy day, and it looks like it's getting busy already here. Just in the last few minutes, we're starting to see some thunderstorm development in Kootenai County because with these southerly wind patterns, I tell you what, Mother Nature, you never know what's going to happen sometimes. What you can tell is that things are usually quite active with this type of weather pattern, and that's what we're seeing right now. So right around the Micah area on Highway 95 in Kootenai County, we are seeing some lightning strikes here over the past 5-10 minutes and a little area of heavy rain. This is going to be tracking towards the Spokane River. So already we're starting to see a little bit of rain on Highland Drive, some heavier rain into the Greens Ferry Road area south of the river. This is all going to be tracking in over the next several minutes towards Post Falls. So folks in Post Falls, yeah, don't leave home without the rain gear. We are going to see at least a busy start to your day. Also got some scattered lighter showers slowly moving across the Coeur d'Alene Mountains. These, if they hold together, are going to track up towards places like Bayview and into the Silverwood and Spirit Lake areas, as well as Athol later this morning. So we'll keep an eye on that. Most of the action is going to be this afternoon with more temperatures in the upper 90s and low 100s. We'll break down your afternoon forecast coming up.
Matt, thanks. Washington State Patrol put out a silver alert for a woman in Asotin County. This is Patricia Murphy. She was last seen driving a 1996 Ford Explorer and may be in a state of crisis and unable to return home without any help. She was last seen wearing jeans, a blouse, and a dark gray cowboy hat. Murphy is 70 years old, 5'4", and weighs just about 100 pounds.
We are following breaking news out of Okanogan County. Lights are back on this morning. Thousands of people were without power all night due to the Kaiser Canyon fire burning near Nespelem. This outage lasted about 8 hours. So take a look at your screen. This is the area that was affected. Now, the good news is Nespelem Valley Electric Co-op worked through the night and the power is back on. As of right now, the Kaiser Canyon fire has burned about 500 acres, but fire crews are making some real progress. It's 50% contained, and that's a huge step forward for crews who've been working throughout the night. Evacuation orders have also been lowered, giving some relief to people in that area. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks. Are you feeling any safer in Spokane?
Crime has remained a persistent concern for our community, and new data reveals a dramatic decline in certain offenses. Take a look at the graph here on your screen. It shows the trend for property crime. Those offenses include theft, burglary, and vandalism. Just before July of 2023, there were 2,100 reports. Well, today, they're at 1,200. A decrease of almost 1,000. But when we brought these numbers to the community, many found them hard to believe.
I think the hard part is when you look at crime on a data sheet and you see it going down, it's different than what you see in the community, like when you go around there and how you feel when you're in those places.
Bickerstaff has lived in Spokane practically his whole life, and while he doesn't doubt these numbers, he believes it might take time to see change. Spokane Police says the cause behind this will require a great deal more analysis, but is confident it does not have to do with underreporting. So as this is something they're seeing across the country.
Spokane City Council is getting set to vote again on an ordinance that it previously shot down. The revised Safe and Welcome in Spokane ordinance prohibits ICE agents without warrants from entering private events on city property. The proposal requires events to have clear barriers, private event signage, and ticketed admission through the city's permitting office. Spokane City Council member Paul Dillon says that these measures address safety concerns in the immigrant community.
Completely understand a lot of the fears out there with the immigrant community. Those fears are real.
Now, the ordinance would not protect attendees at open public events like the recently canceled Tacos y Tequila Festival. Organizers of that event say the requirements create unfair barriers for Latino cultural celebrations. Other critics of this ordinance argue it protects people breaking the law and restricts law enforcement access. The controversial measure returns to the City Council on August 18th.
5 Central Valley School District schools are receiving security upgrades this summer. The district accelerated its safety plan, completing in 2 summers what was supposed to take 6 years. 10 schools will get new secured entrances with safety vestibules. The upgrades prevent unwanted access to classrooms and common areas.
We want a single point of entry that is clearly defined, so when somebody comes to the school, they know where to enter the school, and they enter into a vestibule that allows us to vet them and make sure that they are somebody who has a reason to be in our school.
The district used creative financing from a 2024 capital levy to fast-track the project. Work's being done at Broadway, Summit, Progress, Green Acres, and Liberty Lake. It'll be done before the new school year begins. 5 more schools will receive the same security updates next summer. Your time is now 6 minutes after 6 on the dot.
Meteorologist Matt Gray is checking back in with us as he's taking a live look outside. We've been following this gorgeous sunrise all morning here.
I know, it's quite wonderful. But then you see right off to the side here, you get a little shower.
Yeah.
Little shower starting to get going here. There's also some other storminess we're tracking just off of the screen here south of Post Falls. We're going to take a look coming up here shortly.
Support for Israel's war in Gaza plummets to an all-time low among Americans. The dramatic shift in public opinion and the stark partisan divide coming up.
And from a Las Vegas gun show in June to a deadly rampage in New York, how a firearms dealer's tip connects the dots in Monday's shooting. That's after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Shriners Children's Hospitals.
This super weekend, the CalCars Superstores are having a 48-hour power sale where all lifted and loaded trucks and sporty fun SUVs are getting specially priced to sell fast this Friday and Saturday at Cal.
I'm Jonathan Lawson. If you're 50 to 85, I have an important message about security. Write down the number on your screen so you can call when I finish. The lock I want to talk to you about isn't the one on your door. This is a lock for your life insurance, a rate lock that guarantees that once you're insured, your rate can never go up at any time for any reason. But be careful. Many policies you see do not have one. But you can get a lifetime rate lock from Colonial Penn. Call this number to learn more. This plan was designed with a rate lock for people on a fixed income who want life insurance that fits their budget and is simple to get. Coverage options start at $9.95 a month, less than 35 cents a day. Act now, and your rate will be locked in for life. It will never increase, guaranteed. This is lifelong coverage that can never be canceled as long as you pay your premiums, guaranteed. And your acceptance is guaranteed, with no health questions. You cannot be turned down because of your health. Call for your information kit and read about this rate lock for yourself. You'll also get a free beneficiary planner. Both are free with no obligation. Don't miss out. Call for information, then decide. Read about the 30-day 100% money-back guarantee. Don't wait. Call this number now.
Call now and you'll also get this free beneficiary planner. Use this valuable guide to record important information and your final wishes. And it's yours, free, just for calling. So don't wait. Call 1-800-405-7779 for your free information. That's 1-800-405-7779. There's no risk or obligation. That number again is 1-800-405-7779. That's 1-800-405-7779. So call now.
First, they dip into science. Then, they dip into yum. Everyone will love the combination of crunchy sticks and creamy Nutella. Nutella and go. Dip into yum.
It is 9 minutes after 6. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. American support for Israel's military actions in Gaza is dropping.
A Gallup poll released this week found that just 32% of U.S. adults support Israel's military actions. That's a record low since the war was launched in response to Hamas's October 2023 terror attack. The poll also found that the strongest partisan split yet, support among those who identify themselves as Republicans, remained strong at 71%, but just 8% of Democrats and 25% of independents say they back Israel's military actions. The poll found just 9% of Americans ages 18 to 34 support Israel's actions.
Hours after a gunman opened fire in New York City Monday, killing at least 4 people, Las Vegas police Crime Stoppers received a tip from a licensed firearms dealer saying he saw Shane Devin Tamura at a Las Vegas gun show in June. The gun dealer says he remembered Tamura after he saw his picture on the news and recalled that he tried to buy an aftermarket trigger assembly for an M4 rifle. Police say the 27-year-old killed 4 people and injured another in Midtown Manhattan Monday before he died by suicide.
A Colorado dentist has been convicted of murder in the poisoning death of his wife. The jury took 8.5 hours to find James Craig guilty of 6 felony counts, including murdering his wife with cyanide-laced milkshakes and other charges stemming from a plot to kill 4 other people, including the lead detective investigating his wife's death and other inmates while in jail awaiting trial, and other charges. And a judge sentenced him to life in prison without the possibility of parole. He is expected to appeal.
Arkansas State Police arrested this man, 28-year-old James McGann, in connection with the deaths of a couple hiking at a state park. He faces 2 counts of capital murder. The bodies of Clinton and Kristen Brink were found Saturday on a walking trail in Devil's Den State Park. Police have not said how they died. The couple was hiking with their 2 young daughters who were not hurt.
Also new this morning, another power outage reported by Avista. This one starting just after midnight and still affecting more than 400 customers in the Sandpoint area right now. Avista says it's assessing conditions and is working to restore power as quickly as possible. Right now, there's no estimated time for restoration. An outage that caused thousands to lose power in Spokane Valley last night has been completely restored.
And these are the things we start seeing when we've got stormy weather in the forecast, and we've got more for this afternoon. In particular, we're even watching a couple of storms this morning. It'll be more scorching temperatures for the end of the day as well.
Good morning. Northwest time right now is 6:12.
The Epstein case takes a new turn. A victim's family challenges President Trump to come clean about his knowledge of the sex trafficking operation. Their statement up next.
And first, as we take a break, we want to bring you this moment of serenity at a popular summer spot in Post Falls. Stick around to find out why it's on our radar. It's after the break.
Wildfire season is here. Protect what matters most with meteorologist Chris Crocker.
We track the winds, the humidity, the lightning, because even the smallest change can lead to disaster.
The First Alert Weather Team, only on 4 News Now.
When it comes to getting what's fair for your auto accident, the scales of justice can be a bit unbalanced.
So how do you get what's fair?
Call Russell & Hill.
We've handled thousands of injury cases and have the resources to make the insurance company pay up.
Call Russell & Hill.
Do you suffer from puffy under-eye bags, deep-set forehead lines, and wrinkles that give away your age instantly? Well, if so, it's not your fault. It's all a symptom of aging. That's why we created Plexiderm, a clinically studied serum that decreases the appearance of under-eye bags and dark circles by 80%, crow's feet and wrinkles around the eyes by 81%, and forehead lines by 85%, and lasts for up to 10 hours.
Look at this one under-eye bag. It's gone.
So I've had these bags for many, many years, and then I found Plexiderm, and this happened.
I'm going to apply Plexiderm under this eye so you can see the difference. I have struggled with under eye bags my whole life. I have tried every product and none of them have worked. You just watched it happen. I went from this to this.
Try it today for only $14.95. Plus, get free shipping. Call the number on your screen or visit plexidermtrial.com.
Visit Mission Park on Saturday, August 2nd for the SNAP Resource Carnival in collaboration with Community Health Plan of Washington. Everything is free. Face painting, games, cotton candy, lunch, and more. Gear up for the new school year, and while supplies last, grab free school supplies or back-to-school outfit. Learn about SNAP programs, including energy assistance and how to save on your power bill each month through Avista's My Energy Discount Washington. The free SNAP Resource Carnival at Mission Park Saturday, August 2nd. See you there.
R&R RV has just lowered prices on every pre-owned motorhome, fifth wheel, and travel trailer in stock. We're talking jaw-dropping savings on the region's largest selection of pre-owned RVs. All pre-owned units at R&R RV are clean, certified, and never purchased at auction. Quit dreaming. Just do it. Same-day delivery available on many units. Shop pre-owned units now at R&R RV in Liberty Lake, North Spokane, and Lewiston. Or visit rnrrv.com.
You don't know how much pressure you put on your septic system, but Rid-X does. In a 21-month study, scientists proved that Rid-X reduces up to 20% of waste buildup every month. Take the pressure off with Rid-X.
When it comes to getting what's fair for your auto accident, the scales of justice can be a bit unbalanced.
So how do you get what's fair?
Call Russell and Hill.
We've handled thousands of injury cases and have the resources to make the insurance company pay out.
Call Russell and Hill.
4 News Now is brought to you by R&R RV.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Welcome back. It's now 6:15. We are looking at new developments this morning in the controversy surrounding the Jeffrey Epstein case.
The family of one of his victims mentioned by President Trump this week is now speaking out, urging the president to reveal everything he knows about Epstein. Here's ABC's Andrew Fujii.
This morning, Virginia Giuffre's family wants to know what President Trump knows about convicted sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein. In a new statement, the siblings of Giuffre saying, "It makes us ask if he was aware of Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell's criminal actions. We and the public are asking for answers. Survivors deserve this." In 2019, when Epstein was charged with trafficking, Trump said they had a falling out and had not spoken in 15 years. The Giuffre family now speaking out after Trump was asked by reporters this week if Giuffre was one of the employees he claimed Epstein stole from his Mar-a-Lago resort.
I think she worked at the spa. I think so. I think that was one of the people. Yeah. He stole her. And by the way, she had no complaints about us, as you know. None whatsoever.
Giuffre's family saying it was Epstein's associate, Ghislaine Maxwell, who targeted and preyed upon our then 16-year-old sister, Virginia, from Mar-a-Lago.
I was recruited at a very young age from Mar-a-Lago and entrapped in a world that I didn't understand, and I've been fighting that very world to this day.
Giuffre, who died by suicide in April, accused Maxwell of recruiting her while she was working as a locker room attendant in 2000, claiming she was groomed to be a teen sex slave for Epstein. Maxwell denied participating in sexual activities with Giuffre and Epstein and denied instructing Giuffre to have sex with others. Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche met with Maxwell last week, part of the Justice Department's effort to uncover information about anyone who has committed crimes against victims. Maxwell, currently serving 20 years in prison and appealing her conviction to the Supreme Court, offered to testify before Congress for immunity. Giuffre's family hopes that doesn't happen, saying Ghislaine Maxwell is a monster who deserves to rot in prison for the rest of her life. Trump has not ruled out pardoning Maxwell, but has said no one's approached him about it. The Justice Department says only 2 law enforcement officers testified during the grand juries in New York that investigated Epstein and Maxwell. Supporters of releasing all the Epstein files say that proves more than just the grand jury transcripts need to be released to show transparency. Andrea Fujii, ABC News, New York.
Take a live look. This is Camille Park in Post Falls, where a family of ducks just hanging out, enjoying their morning.
Oh, gorgeous start to our day here. We've been tracking sunrise all day, but it's kind of headed into that, I was going to say calm, but it's not really calm right now.
No, it's starting to become very uncalm very quickly. So let's take back a look into Kootenai County on the radar. Boy, what a great example of when you hear thunder, you are close enough to be hit by lightning. Look at this lightning strike here in the past 5-10 minutes. Miles and miles away from anywhere it is raining, clear across the other side of Lake Coeur d'Alene. So we're talking about a huge radius here. 15 miles in many cases, up to where you can see a lightning strike. So when you hear thunder, you're close enough to be hit by lightning. When thunder roars, head indoors. What a great example we're seeing here this morning. Now we're starting to see finally this very slow moving thunderstorm trying to kind of build further north. It is across the Spokane River here now. And we are seeing places along the south end of Ross Point Road, south of the interstate, places like Celtice Way, Maple Avenue, around the Hutter area between there and downtown Post Falls. Starting to see that heavier rain begin to show up. And this has been very slow moving, so I think it'll take a little bit of time to cross the interstate here. But in between Post Falls and Coeur d'Alene, just be aware you are going to run into a little bit of rain. You got another storm that's developing out to the east of Harrison. This is going to be tracking north here, so folks along Highway 97 and some of the roads there along the shores of Lake Coeur d'Alene, more showers and storminess headed in your direction, even if you're seeing that bigger storm to your north. Some showers in the Coeur d'Alene Mountains, one little shower near Keller here this morning. Otherwise, it is quiet for the time being. We've got some thunderstorms around Pendleton that'll be heading up towards the Yakima area as well this morning. Let's look at what we've got for this afternoon. So as these showers continue to develop and head north, folks like Sandpoint, Newport, we're going to be looking for some shower activity for the late morning. Most of what's going to go on, though, as we head towards early afternoon, is going to be from Moses Lake through the Cascades and then up into the Omak and Republic area. Stormy conditions as we head towards 4 or 5 o'clock are going to be showing up again right around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene and then into north central Idaho. And in North Idaho is where we're going to see the focus of the showers and storms as we head into the afternoon or not the afternoon, but rather as we head into the evening, and we'll likely see all of this activity begin to push to the west again. And so very late tonight could be another round of rain and thunder for places like Pullman, like Spokane as well, after that late afternoon and early evening round that I am anticipating. Now, for the early afternoon, we have a fire weather warning up for Ferry County, northern Stevens, and Okanagan counties. Frequent lightning. Some of these storms are going to be dry to start with the hot weather near 100 degrees. They will eventually become wet storms. It is going to be a long day, a complicated day as well. 4 News Now weather app, great way to keep an eye on the radar, keep track of conditions, and it's going to be hot. After all of this, remember, we're still going to be 97 to 102, 103 degrees across the region. Find a way to stay cool, stay safe.
Oh, that is, got a hot day in store for us.
Yes, we do.
All right, Matt, thanks.
It's now 6:21.
And brace yourself, football fans. We are now less than 1 month away from the official start of college football season. And yesterday marked the start of fall camps for a lot of our local teams here in the Inland Northwest. Next in Morning Sports, we'll highlight just one of those teams. We're looking at the Washington State Cougars. That's next.
Go Cougs.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Go from virtual to reality in a weekend. At Floor Trader, you'll find more samples and more selection in one place. With big box prices and small town service, this weekend at Floor Trader, we're paying your sales tax.
We invite you to Missisquoi Casino Hotel, where jackpots, food, and fun come together. As the area's only non-smoking casino, we're proud to be the place that treats you right. Stay and play. Enjoy live table games, your favorite gaming machines, and bet on your favorite players and sports with Caesars Sportsbook. Check out our event space for your next special gathering. We're located north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah. Plan your visit today at Missisquoi.com.
An immense window of opportunity is opening, and if you don't adjust your investing strategies now, you and your portfolio may miss out. Think about all the parabolic stock moves you've missed simply because you weren't prepared. Well, not this time. My new book, Unbreakable Investor, will teach you how I'm already capitalizing on today's opportunities with winning trades like these.
Everyone should read this book.
My investing performance has improved.
I got the book, and it's been one of the best things I've ever done.
Charles Payne's book has allowed me to finally achieve the results that I'm looking for.
I have made substantial gains over what my broker produced over the years.
If you're considering getting Charles's book, don't wait.
Text me right now, and I'll send you a free copy.
Text the word GIFT to 505-505 to claim your free copy of Charles Payne's new book, Unbreakable Investor. Text GIFT to 505-505 and claim your free copy while supplies last. Text GIFT to 505-505 now.
When it comes to buying used vehicles, we know that there's a lot of options for you out there.
Make Colville Toyota your first option for quality used vehicles.
Before our cars hit the lot, we inspect and repair any issues that we may find. We care about our customers and our cars, and it shows with the extra TLC that we put into them.
If you're in the market for a new, used, or certified vehicle, come to Colville Toyota and buy with confidence.
Because we're your small town dealership with a big heart.
Go from virtual to reality in a weekend. At Floor Trader, you'll find more samples and more selection in one place. With big box prices and small town service, this weekend at Floor Trader, we're paying your sales tax.
Welcome to Morning Sports. I'm Jack Wallace. It's Christmas in July. We're feeling holly and jolly, seeing the start of football season today as Idaho, Washington State, and Eastern Washington all beginning fall camps in the summer heat. We're going to run it down with the Cougs, starting off a successful 8-5 season overall last year, but skidded on a 4-game losing streak to end it. WSU debuting a new-look team from the ground up after the departure of their entire coaching staff and most impact starters. But Zevi Eckhouse took over at the quarterback position for WSU's bowl game, and he's going to start this season in his final year of college ball. We spoke with the man under center about how it feels to lace up those cleats and return to the field.
It's good to have some nerves. You know, you're playing football again, obviously, for a cause. For me, obviously, it's my last year. You try not to think about things like that too much just because you don't want to get caught up in external things. But there were definitely some nerves today, you know, just playing football again. Obviously, we're approaching August 30th, and we'll get there when we get there. But it was nice to kind of feel that in the stomach again, knowing, like, okay, we're getting ready for a football season. We're finally here, you know. So it was a good feeling getting out there again.
Cougs kick off their season in Pullman on August 30th against the Idaho Vandals. First of 2 home games of San Diego State coming to the Palouse the next week. That's all for Morning Sports. Catch us at 6 and 11 tonight for plenty more sports action, including a look at a Mount Spokane basketball star who's prepping for his 3rd different Inland Northwest College team coming up this season.
Wow. Something to tune in for.
Yeah, it's now 6:26.
Spokane County launches new review boards to examine overdose deaths and suicides. The health district wants to find gaps in care and create better treatment options. We'll tell you how it plans to save lives. That's next.
And federal investigators released thousands of documents from the deadly Reagan National Airport crash. After the break, Hannah Joy has how a gauge malfunction contributed to the collision that killed 67 people. And as we go to break, here's your first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America starting at 7.
In this morning's GMA First Look, Tom Brady weighing in on Scottie Scheffler's take on parenting and being a professional athlete. Brady penning an open letter to the #1 golfer in the world, writing, Scottie said he'd rather be a better father and husband than a good golfer. And my question is, why are those mutually exclusive? I think part of being a great father is being a great example of doing what it takes to take care of your family. I choose to do it by playing football. The 7-time Super Bowl winning quarterback referencing these comments from Scheffler about his own relationship with golf.
If my golf ever started affecting my home life or it ever affected the relationship I have with my wife or with my son, you know, that's going to be the last day that I play out here for a living. You know, this is not the be-all, end-all. This is not the most important thing in my life. You know, I would much rather be a great father than I would be a great golfer.
And coming up at 7 a.m., more on Tom Brady's response. With your GMA First Look, I'm Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
Mopping is hard work, but I thought it was the only way I can get my floors truly clean. And then I tried the Swiffer Power Mop and realized I can get cleaner floors without the extra work. It has a built-in solution that breaks down dirt on contact, and the pad's hundreds of strips scrub away sticky messes, even from grout lines. Okay, Power Mop. Plus, its 360-degree swivel head cleans up along baseboards and even behind the toilet. So ditch the bucket and all the hard work that comes along with it with the Swiffer Power Mop.
With Dupixent, stay ahead of your child's moderate to severe eczema with clearer skin and less itch. The #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists helps heal their skin from within. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Ask your child's doctor about Dupixent.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now brings you an aerial postcard from Bayview, Idaho.
Ready for action? It's no holds barred as King of the Cage features up-and-coming MMA stars battling it out. King of the Cage, live Thursday, September 25th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
This super weekend,
The CalCars Superstores are having a 48-hour power sale where all lifted and loaded trucks and sporty fun SUVs are getting specially priced to sell fast. Plus, $48 down is all you need. Our goal, sell 48 vehicles this Friday and Saturday, and all offers will be considered. At CalCars, we want you to like the deal and love your wheels.
Before, our service would be in and out. We wanted to switch to T-Mobile to make sure that we have better coverage.
T-Mobile is now the best network. And with the most satellites, we're connecting hundreds of thousands in places where cell towers can't reach with T-Satellite.
I signed up for T-Satellite to give me peace of mind as a mom that makes life better knowing that it's there when we need it.
Upgrade to the best network. Right now, switch and save at least 20% versus AT&T and Verizon. Plus, your plan price is guaranteed for 5 years.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. Go to Lake Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
The 4 News Now Story Tracker is following the stories people are reading about online this morning.
The raunchy 27th season premiere of South Park attracted nearly 6 million viewers on Comedy Central and Paramount Plus last week. The animated series is the brainchild of creators Trey Parker and Matt Stone. Paramount says the episode had the biggest share of the cable audience for a season premiere since 1999. The episode garnered attention for its profane commentary about the president and included a scene with Donald Trump lying in bed with Satan. The White House has said it was a desperate attempt to get attention.
Microsoft is the second most valuable company in America, and now it's the second member of the $4 trillion club. Only Nvidia is worth more. Microsoft reported an 18% revenue growth yesterday, prompting the spike. Like Nvidia, Microsoft is heavily involved in artificial intelligence, but it was the company's Azure cloud computing business that fulfilled most of its recent growth. Good morning, Northwest. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. It's Thursday, July 31st.
Not great. Plan my day.
And you better be planning for some hot weather and some thunderstorms, as we've already got some developing around Kootenai County, and it looks like we maybe having to watch Spokane County here as well as we get into later this morning. So let's take a little zoom in. So we've got 3 main thunderstorms here. One right over the kind of a Springston Trailhead area. One over the Micah area, trying to move towards Post Falls, and another one over the Coeur d'Alene Mountains. Want to kind of show you this here. You see this lightning bolt miles away from any rain. There has been several lightning strikes, even one in Coeur d'Alene that has been like that. So if you are hearing thunder, time to stay inside while these storms continue to rumble through for your safety. We're going to continue to see in between Post Falls and Hutter and right up on Highway 41, that rain continuing to slowly work its way to the north. Looks like we'll likely see a couple of sprinkles around Highway 95 as this storm continues to evolve. We're also keeping an eye on some showers around the Medical Lake area and Clear Lake that could eventually perhaps get themselves together, considering what's going on the other side of the state line. So we'll keep an eye on things. We'll let you know. Most of the storm activity, though, is going to be coming this afternoon and this evening after more hot temperatures. We'll take an hour-by-hour look at the rest of your day coming up.
We are following breaking news. This morning, we're getting a new look at a deadly mid-air crash near Reagan National Airport in D.C. Take a look. This video shows moments leading up to the crash between an American Airlines jet and a U.S. Army helicopter. The jet was carrying 67 people, all of them killed. Now, the head of the NTSB is placing blame, saying both the FAA and the Army failed to take responsibility for what she's calling an avoidable disaster.
Are you kidding me? 67 people are dead. How do you explain that?
NTSB just released thousands of pages from the investigation and found the helicopter's altitude gauge was off, making it hard for pilots to tell how close they really were flying to the jet. Right now, that flight path used by helicopters near Ronald Reagan National Airport has been shut down, and a report on the crash is expected early next year. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks. Adams County Sheriff's deputies arrested a man for stabbing his partner during a domestic violence dispute.
According to deputies, 36-year-old Gilberto Valdivinos Medina stabbed his partner on South Thacker Road Tuesday night. When officers arrived on scene, they found a woman suffering from a stab wound. Valdivinos Medina left the area in the woman's car before deputies arrived. They later found him hiding in a home in Grant County. They booked him into jail on first-degree assault, felony harassment, and first-degree robbery charges. That woman was taken to the hospital and treated for her injuries.
The Spokane Regional Health District is creating 2 review boards to take a closer look at overdose deaths and suicides in Spokane County. The health district says each board will include representatives from local fire departments and paramedics. The board will review medical records, looking for gaps in the healthcare system. The health district is creating a separate team to use what the review boards learn and create solutions in mental health and drug treatments.
The de-identified information then gets put into a different report for the prevention action teams, but it's all de-identified information that's basically just saying these are the themes, these are the strategies on how to adjust and prevent these from occurring.
The health district plans to select members for the board by the end of this year. That board will start looking at medical records early next year. If you or someone you know is struggling with their mental health, you can call the 988 National Suicide and Crisis Lifeline to connect with local resources and support services.
Convicted quadruple murderer Brian Kohberger is in his permanent house at the Idaho Maximum Security Institution this morning. Kohberger finished the medical process all inmates go through once arriving at the facility and has been transferred to the J block of the prison. He pleaded guilty July 2nd to the murders of 4 University of Idaho students, Kaylee Gonsalves, Ethan Chapin, Xana Kernodle, and Madison Mogan.
Drivers in Kittitas and Grant County will likely see more police out on the roads. Washington State Patrol high visibility patrols are planned for the Watershed Concert Series. During the patrols, officers will look for signs of impairment, distracted driving, and speeding. WSP will use specialized vehicles from the Aggressive Driving Apprehension Team, aviation units, and marked patrol cars with state-of-the-art speed measuring devices. Again, Watershed's coming up August 1st through the 2nd, so drive safe. Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:36.
All right, it was an exciting evening last night.
Yes, it was. Perhaps not as exciting if you lost power, which is what some people in the valley did. Thanks to Amy Knapp for sending us this great lightning video, or lightning photo rather, from yesterday. We are watching for some lightning strikes right now as we look out towards North Idaho here from Spokane. We're tracking thunderstorms coming up in your full forecast.
And still to come here on Good Morning Northwest, Trump's tariffs start tomorrow and 7 countries have already cut deals. However, China is still negotiating. What this could mean for you when we come back.
Plus, Coeur d'Alene Cider Company will serve its last customers tomorrow. Owner Jill Morrison announces the business is closing after her husband's death in the Canfield Mountain ambush. How you can still show your support next.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
Go from virtual to reality in a weekend. At Floor Trader, you'll find more samples and more selection in one place. With big box prices and small town service, this weekend at Floor Trader, we're paying your sales tax.
Why service your car at Coeur d'Alene Nissan? Because we make it easy. With express service and advanced diagnostics, we get you in, out, and back on the road fast. We service all makes and models, and our friendly, knowledgeable parts team has you covered with the right part when you need it. Plus, get extra care with our free services, alignment checks, multi-point inspection, and complimentary hand car wash. Give us a call, schedule online for fast, friendly, trusted service at Coeur d'Alene Nissan.
Your garage door is more than just an entry point. It's also an escape route. That is why our highly trained technicians handle every job with unmatched professionalism. From broken springs to noisy rollers, we'll get your door running smoothly, securely, and fast. Precision Garage Door Service. Fast, reliable, and friendly.
4 News Now and STCU are recognizing volunteers who make a difference in our community. Today we honor Joyce Beach.
Joyce is a tireless leader at the Cusick Food Pantry, guiding a team of volunteers and dedicating her own time and resources to feed people in her community.
It's good for the soul. You're doing something for somebody else and you're expecting nothing in return. Greet everybody with a smile. Glad you're here.
Thanks to STCU for helping make sure volunteers count.
After a car wreck, Big Insurance moves fast to protect themselves, not you.
I called Craigsoft and Associates. They not only fought for me, but treated me fairly every step of the way.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Go from virtual to reality in a weekend. At Floor Trader, you'll find more samples and more selection in one place. With big box prices and small town service, this weekend at Floor Trader, we're paying your sales tax.
I hope for people that choose to watch my forecast on Good Morning Northwest is as you're making your plans for the day, you know what's coming up for your day and how to plan it, and that you have a little bit of fun on the way.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:40. With President Trump's tariffs set to take effect tomorrow, countries around the globe received letters warning them that unless they reach a deal with the United States, they'll face higher rates. So far, at least 7 trading partners made a deal with the U.S., including the European Union. Negotiations are still ongoing with China. President Trump expressing hope that they can reach a deal.
Just had a phone call from Scott Bessent and had a very good meeting with China. And seems that, I mean, they're going to brief me tomorrow. We'll either approve it or not. But he felt very good about the meeting. Better than he felt yesterday. Yesterday I said, "Ooh, here we go again. Here we go again." But today it worked out.
The deadline for a deal with China is August 12th, but Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent says an extension is likely.
10-second takeaway in your forecast. It is going to be another scorching afternoon, upper 90s, low 100s. That is something everybody's going to feel regardless of whether you get a thunderstorm or not in your neighborhood.
Coeur d'Alene Cider Company is closing this week. The owner, Jill Morrison, citing the closure due to her husband's death in the Canfield Mountain ambush. The business will have closing specials throughout the week with the last day tomorrow. On Facebook, she writes, "I wish I could keep it going, but life has changed, and I no longer have it in me to run it the way it deserves." We are taking a live look this morning at Camille Park in Post Falls, and if you're looking forward to enjoying today's hot weather, you can enjoy it by heading to the beach, sitting in the sand, taking a dip in the water, and invite family and friends to join in on the fun. It's also a Miracle Treat Day at Dairy Queen today, so get some ice cream, head down to the beach. Yes. Well, this is just one of the many activities that you can enjoy in our Get Outside guide. It's our list of mostly free activities you can enjoy here in the Inland Northwest this summer. All you gotta do is go to KXLY.com/getoutside and read more about all the places you can go, and download the Get Outside Starter Guide and check off your destinations as you visit. And if you have an idea for our list that you don't see on there, you can send your ideas to us right now and still get them up on our website. Just go to KXLY.com. Yeah, if you go out there, make sure that the lightning has stopped. Yes. To be safe. Keep weather aware. Yeah, indeed. It is now 6:42. Meta's Mark Zuckerberg wants AI to remember your wedding anniversary, maybe even plan your workouts. His personal super intelligence goes beyond current AI assistants. How smart glasses could fit into your future. It's coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
From your head and shoulders down to your toes and everywhere in between, Kootenai Health provides advanced medicine right where you need it, right here in North Idaho.
An immense window of opportunity is opening, and if you don't adjust your investing strategies now, you and your portfolio may miss out. Think about all the parabolic stock moves you've missed simply because you weren't prepared. Well, not this time. My new book, Unbreakable Investor, will teach you how I'm already capitalizing on today's opportunities with winning trades like these.
Everyone should read this book.
My investing performance has improved.
I got the book, and it's been one of the best things I've ever done.
Charles Payne's book has allowed me to finally achieve the results that I'm looking for.
I have made substantial gains over what my broker produced over the years.
If you're considering getting Charles's book, don't wait.
Text me right now, and I'll send you a free copy.
Text the word GIFT to 505-505 to claim your free copy of Charles Payne's new book, Unbreakable Investor. Text GIFT to 505-505 and claim your free copy while supplies last. Text GIFT to 505-505 now.
We have all your SUV options here at Post Falls Volkswagen. Choose the SUV with easy-to-use technology that best meets your needs and budget. There are so many choices, so take as many test drives as you want, and our knowledgeable staff will assist you with all the information you need.
Conquer the road in a 2025 Atlas. Get a 2.9% APR or a $3,500 customer bonus. Go big. Go Atlas.
Find SUV options at Post Falls Volkswagen, the home of 0000.
Did you know that despite its name, the Working Families Tax Credit is also for individuals or couples who meet eligibility criteria? And families, too. You can apply now for the 2024 tax season. And you can still apply for 2022 and 2023. Get money back in your pocket for taxes you've already paid. Find out if you or your family qualify at workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov/eligibility.
Triathletes, if your body reminds you that you are not, in fact, made out of iron, know that Kootenai Health is here for every stroke, pedal, and step of your journey. Find your specialist at kh.org.
Ford News Now, brought to you by Spokane Floor Trader.
Welcome back. It's now 7:15. Mark Zuckerberg, CEO of Meta, which includes Facebook and Instagram, is outlining his vision of the future of artificial intelligence.
And more people may be wearing glasses to see it. Here's ABC's Andrew Dimbert.
Mark Zuckerberg laid out his vision for the future of artificial intelligence, a plan that involves personal superintelligence, which he says will improve people's lives.
If trends continue, I expect that people will spend less time on productivity software and more time creating and connecting.
Superintelligence is AI that surpasses human intelligence to solve complex problems, while personal superintelligence is using that advanced AI to make our everyday tasks easier. Zuckerberg says others in the industry want superintelligence to automate all valuable human work, but he says that's not Meta's goal.
I think an even more meaningful impact in our lives is going to come from everyone having a personal superintelligence that helps you achieve your goals, create what you want to see in the world, be a better friend, and grow to become the person that you aspire to be.
Major companies like Amazon and Google are already using AI assistants to help with a range of tasks, from helping customers to analyzing data. And Walmart recently launched its AI shopping assistant, Sparky, which can summarize reviews and offer recommendations. But personal superintelligence, Meta says, would take that technology a step further, with the ability to remember your wedding anniversary and plan a celebration for you, map out a year-long wellness regimen to get you in shape, and even write you a business plan in minutes. Zuckerberg also touting AI glasses, saying they'll one day become our main computing device. Meta has been on a spending spree to boost its AI infrastructure, poaching talent from other tech firms, accused of offering $100 million bonuses. Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
$100 million bonus, sign me up.
Sounds nice.
Okay. This is not nice, though.
No, not nice at all. We are taking a live look at I-90 right now near Liberty Lake, where you can see a crash is slowing traffic there. It looks like we've been watching this for about an hour now. Looks like something is on its side. So if you're headed this way, it looks like it's eastbound traffic here. But if you're heading this way, make sure you're slowing down a little bit as you're heading out that area.
Yeah, and the crash is off the road, but it is still, I mean, obviously affecting driving.
People.
So
Yeah, and right there before that exit too. So that's already, it already gets a little congested there.
Yeah.
So.
And then you have this to deal with.
Yeah, and then we've got some thunderstorms we're tracking this morning because Mother Nature will not let me rest. Ever. So let's take a look. Thankfully, the lightning has stopped, at least for the time being, around areas south of Coeur d'Alene and Post Falls. We're starting to see the rain, which I tell you what, it's great to see some rain coming along for the ride with this. Moving into parts of Post Falls. We're starting to see a little bit of light rain to the edge of downtown. Largely, though, it's from Highway 41 in between there and the downtown Post Falls area that we're starting to see some of this heavier rain head up north to as far north as Pole Line Avenue. Let's head a little bit further over to the east and into the Coeur d'Alene area, right along Atlas Roads, where we're seeing most of the rain. Ramsey Road, a little bit higher rain as well as you head north to northwest. And then things are quiet as you head towards the east side of town on the other side of Highway 95, at least for the time being. I expect most of this still to be generally in a due north-south direction. There's also a thunderstorm that's still going on up in the Coeur d'Alene Mountains. Folks around Bayview, keep an eye on that one. We will as we head through the rest of this morning. It's quiet elsewhere for the time being, but it's not going to stay that way. First, let's show you where these scattered showers and storms are going to head up. I think places like Newport, Sandpoint, Blanchard, up to Priest Lake and around parts of Pend Oreille County to as far to the west as Chewelah and Colville. For the morning hours, we have to keep an eye out for these isolated weak little thunderstorms. We're going to, as we head towards lunchtime, see some activity down in Oregon work its way into central Washington. So from Ritzville to Moses Lake into the Wenatchee area, and then north to places like Womack and Republic, we're going to see activity for the midday and then into the early afternoon. As we head towards 3, 4, 5 o'clock, as early as 3, we could start to see thunderstorms redeveloping around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, and then getting active again for 5 or 6. Lots of storm activity in the northern mountains as we head towards 6, 7 o'clock, and lots of storms developing in western Montana and north central Idaho. Both of these areas are going to start coming together, right, basically over the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area as we get into the afternoon, or not into the afternoon, but the overnight hours. So more thunder and lightning for north Idaho, especially as we get into the overnight. Here are the next 7 days. I got a lot to talk about. Hey, it's going to be really hot. We'll talk about temperatures in your local region coming up in the morning sprint.
All right, Matt, thanks. Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:50.
Your morning sprint's coming up right after the break. Thanks so much for waking up with us here on Good Morning Northwest. We'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Jacobs Custom Living.
In basketball, to have a good offense, you need to know how to read the defense.
The same is true dealing with the insurance company after a car wreck.
They'll use every trick in their playbook to pay you as little as possible.
But we know their playbook.
And play number 1 is the blame game.
They'll point the finger at you and blame you for the wreck.
So if you've been in a wreck,
call Russell and Hill to protect your case.
Russell and Hill will fight for you. Call 800-LAW-0842.
Stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that can take 30 minutes to an hour. I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Power Swabs. When I met Dr. Ginniker and he introduced me to Power Swabs and I saw how effective they were and how easy they were to use, I knew we had to share it with the world. Power Swabs was clinically studied to whiten natural teeth as well as stain caps, crowns, and veneers. It's so effective, it works on stains caused by coffee, tea, red wine, and even smoking. For those of you who have that one stained tooth that's darker than the rest, Power Swabs can target that area using swab precision.
The first time I tried it, I was so surprised. My husband was so excited that he wanted to run out and get it. He said, "What have you been trying?" I said, "Well, I've tried this product called Power Swab." And he said, "I can't believe how white your teeth are." From that point on, I've been sold.
If you have yellowing between your teeth, if you have coffee or tea stains near your gum line, just snap, swab, and smile. And in each 5-minute application, you'll see whiter teeth. So stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays and start using the Power Swabs 5-minute solution.
My absolute favorite thing was how easy it was. It takes literally less than 5 minutes. I like my smile. I like my smile after finishing the Power Swabs.
This is a Power Swab smile.
This is a Power Swab smile.
This is a Power Swab smile.
Call for your 5-minute solution to whiter teeth. Order Power Swabs and receive up to 50% off the retail price. And as an added bonus, get a free Power Swabs Quick Stick Pen with your order. The Quick Stick Pen is your on-the-go solution to help prevent stains from adhering to your teeth after drinking coffee, tea, or even after smoking. And in addition to saving up to 50% off and your free Quick Stick Pen, get free shipping by ordering now. Dial the number on your screen or visit powerswabs.com today.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
It is 6:53, time to get you ready to take on your Thursday in the morning sprint.
A steamy start today, and by the evening, we're going to be tracking strong thunderstorms. Meteorologist Matt Gray has a look at your forecast.
Hannah Joy in studio with new details of the deadly midair crash near Reagan National Airport.
But first, we're learning new details this morning about a crash on I-90 near Liberty Lake. Take a live look here. You can see a semi rolled off the side of eastbound I-90. A tow truck will be there soon, and when it does, Washington State DOT will close the right lane while it's moved. Now, you can expect delays in that area for several hours.
And we're already seeing isolated thunderstorms developing around Kootenai County. I expect we'll get a break around midday, but then in the afternoon and through the evening, we're going to continue to see rain and thunder, likely some gusty winds along for the ride as well. Plus, it is going to be hot. We're going to be seeing temperatures about 99 to 100 degrees at times around downtown Spokane through the valley. We'll see upper 90s around the Rathdrum Prairie, and we will see low 100s in other places in the inland Northwest, including the Columbia Basin for this afternoon.
Take a look at this video. This is the damage caused by a fire at the Firestone on Sprague and University in Spokane Valley. That fire first started early Wednesday morning. No one was inside at the time. Estimated cost of the damage is said to be around $500,000. The cause of that fire is under investigation.
Washington State Patrol put out a silver alert for a woman in Asotin County. This here's Patricia Murphy. She was last seen driving a 1996 Ford Explorer and maybe in a state of crisis and unable to come home without help. She was last seen wearing jeans, a blouse, and a dark gray cowboy hat. She's 70 years old, 5'4", and weighs about 100 pounds.
Adams County Sheriff's deputies arrested a man for stabbing his partner during a domestic violence dispute. According to deputies, 36-year-old Gilberto Valdivinos Medina stabbed his partner on South Thacker Road Tuesday night. When officers arrived on scene, they found a woman suffering from a stab wound. They later found Valdivinos Medina hiding in a home in Grant County. They booked him into jail on first-degree assault, felony harassment, and first-degree robbery charges.
Convicted quadruple murderer Brian Kohberger is in his permanent housing now at the Idaho Maximum Security Institution. Kohberger finished the medical process all inmates go through once arriving at the facility and has now been transferred to the J block of the prison. He pleaded guilty on July 2nd to the murders of 4 University of Idaho students, Kaylee Gonsalves, Ethan Chapin, Xander Kernodle, and Madison Mogan.
Drivers in Kittitas and Grant County will likely see more police on the roads this weekend. Washington State Patrol high visibility patrols are planned for the Watershed Concert Series. During the patrols, officers will look for signs of impairment, distracted driving, and speeding. WSP will use specialized vehicles from the Aggressive Driving Apprehension Team, aviation units, and marked patrol cars with state-of-the-art speed measuring devices.
Spokane City Council is set to vote again on an ordinance it previously shot down. The revised Safe and Welcome in Spokane measure would block ICE agents from entering private events on city property unless they have a warrant. It requires ticketing, signage, and barriers to qualify as private. Supporters say it protects immigrant communities, while critics argue it shields lawbreakers and restricts law enforcement. The controversial measure returns to the City Council on August 18th.
We are following breaking news. This morning, we're getting a new look at a deadly mid-air crash near Reagan National Airport in D.C., where an American Airlines jet crashed into a U.S. Army helicopter, killing all 67 people on board. Now, the head of the NTSB is placing blame, saying both the FAA and the Army failed to take responsibility for what she's calling an avoidable disaster. Investigators found the helicopter's altitude gauge was off, making it hard for pilots to judge distance. For updates on the investigation, tune in to Good Morning America.
Coeur d'Alene Cider Company is closing this week. The owner, Jill Morrison, citing the closure due to her husband's death in the Canfield Mountain ambush. The business will have closing specials throughout the week, with the last day tomorrow, Friday, August 1st. On Facebook, she writes, "I wish I could keep it going, but life has changed, and I no longer have it in me to run it the way it deserves."
And we'll be back with a final check of weather with meteorologist Matt Gray. He's got a lot to talk about today. We'll check in with him right after this commercial break.
During the back-to-school sale at Furniture Row, every sofa, dining group, and bed is on sale. So outfitting your off-campus studio or secluded study nook is elementary, or get 60 months no interest. The back-to-school sale on now at Furniture Row.
This super weekend,
The CalCars Superstores are having a 48-hour power sale where all lifted and loaded trucks and sporty fun SUVs are getting specially priced to sell fast this Friday and Saturday at Cal.
At Coeur d'Alene Nissan, the Rogue is ready for wherever life takes you. It's the crossover with advanced technology and loads of room. Luxury comfort, perfect for cruising around town, long weekend trips, and everything in between. And with the Pro Pilot Assist, the Rogue helps drive for you. Hands-free, feet-free, worry-free. Take a test drive at our beautiful dealership just off Highway 95. Nice cars, nice people, Coeur d'Alene Nissan.
During the back-to-school sale at Furniture Row, every sofa, dining group, and bed is on sale. So outfitting your off-campus studio or secluded study nook is elementary, or get 60 months no interest. The back-to-school sale on now at Furniture Row.
Well, looking live out towards North Idaho from Spokane, we are seeing some rain in the background there and getting some reports from viewers. It is raining in Post Falls right now. Wonderful to see. We've got more chances for rain this afternoon. It is going to be another hot one today. We're talking middle and upper 90s, even could hit 100 in a few spots in the valley. We are going to be thankfully cooler as we head into Friday, but more chances for needed rain and also more chances for lightning strikes and new fire starts over the next couple of days. Will be much calmer and much cooler this weekend.
Well, stay cool today, and thanks for starting your day with us here on Good Morning Northwest.
Now we'll see you throughout the morning here, right here on 4 News Now and GMA. It starts next.